A very warm welcome to all the new subscribers and lots of love and regards as always to all the existing ones. I hope everyone is doing well. And in this audio, as the title suggests, we are looking at some of the possible blocks that are leading to blockages in your physical union with your counterpart, with your special person, whoever that may be. Please remember, this is a general reading, not your personal reading. So it's perfectly okay in case it does not resonate with everyone. I do wish to thank all my overseas clients for their immense patience and all those clients who have reached out for personal readings in the last 5 months. I was unable to cater to my international clients, but the good news is that bookings are now open. I am accepting reading requests from all overseas clients, so anyone guided to connect for a personal reading, the process remains the same. Please visit each section of the website, follow the instructions in the payment info section, and please do not send any payments without my approval. Now, I was guided to use my decks after a long time, and as you are aware, when I'm doing personal readings, I pray over people's names and I guide based on the intuitive messages I receive. This reading applies to all those individuals who are currently in a physical separation from their love interest. So you need not necessarily be a twin flame, but this is applicable for anyone who is currently in a physical separation from their love interest. And I do wish to add here that healing occurs in many layers. And as long as we are true to our healing and not delusional, we will always come up victorious and we will always be able to move past the hurt, because the best way to check whether you have truly healed or not is to see whether a trigger, some situation that was badly triggering you, does it trigger you and does it have the same negative impact on you the way it used to in the past. And if a negative situation or a person does not have that kind of control or impact on you and you feel totally at peace, that is the greatest sign that you have healed from that wound or from that situation. Because we are all humans, and in healing, it's never the speed that is important. What is important is how mindfully and how consciously we address each trigger. If we utilize a trigger to complain, we are reinforcing and deepening our wound. But if we allow ourselves to explore the possibility of healing, instead of the wound, you get wisdom. And each trigger opens up a portal to different dimensions. The choice to walk through that, of course, belongs to us. So everything occurs based on our free will. And New Earth leadership is not about leading others or chasing followers. Instead, it is about living life as a sovereign being who fully embodies who they are and joyfully shares their light with the world, irrespective of how many people follow me, who listens to me. As long as I am true to myself and I'm leading an ethical life and I'm not hurting or damaging someone, and I'm utilizing my spiritual path for my personal growth, for my inner healing, and inspiring others to do the same, that's it. Because in doing so, we inspire and create other leaders to do the same, other individuals from all walks of life who feel inspired to come out of their comfort zones and take responsibility for the inner work. And not just that, they end up creating a life they have dreamt of. September is the month wherein the inner masculine and inner feminine are undergoing healing. And you will have no option but to face every shadow aspect within that was either pushed under the rug or not acknowledged. In other words, the givers will be taught to receive, to stand up for themselves, to see things for what they are, and instead be their own provider, while the takers will face their deep emotions and they will be taught how to give from a place of love and kindness. Now I'm seeing major blocks in the throat, solar plexus and root chakras for many of you. There is a lot of fear, guilt, shame, regret and self-doubt that could be taking a toll on your overall well-being. Someone has been giving their power away to an external authority out of fear of making your own choices. This could be in career or in your personal life. I also see weight gain or bloating for some individuals, which could be due to trapped emotions, hormonal or thyroid issues, an unhealthy lifestyle, erratic sleep patterns, or an addiction to low vibrational foods, sweets, alcohol. Some of you might have a desk job, or you are someone who does a lot of sitting work, so there is very little physical movement in your current situation that's adding to the weight gain. So please try and include some physical exercise if you can. Now the first block that I see is an element of gossip and third-party interference. Someone here, either that's you, your person, or someone around you who's a master manipulator and knows how to shift things in their favor. Now whether this is you or your person, you are extremely attached to people's opinions of you. What will people think if I do this? What will people think if I follow my path? You thrive on material pleasure and external validation to quite an extent. On the face of it, it may look like you have everything going for you, but deep within, you feel empty and abandoned. I'm seeing a lot of pent-up rage within. You may feel unstable due to constant comparisons with others, limiting beliefs that might be your own or those coming from your birth family. And due to this, some of you, not all of you, end up resorting to self-pity or emotional manipulation or misrepresenting facts to gain short-term pleasure or short-term validation and sympathy. The second major block for this group is lack of detachment and surrender. There is acute codependency and an utter disregard for someone's personal space. You may be so heavily focused on possessing this person or finding quick fixes to manifest this connection that you're not just physically but energetically also pushing your person away. Someone may have a tendency to self-sabotage and act impulsive only to regret later. And your second block, therefore, is impatience and lack of healthy boundary setting for the self and others, which keeps making you feel like you are unlucky in love. But in reality, that's not the case. Because the day you learn to face and heal your emotional blocks instead of chasing or forcibly trying to heal others, life will begin to bless you. Spirit is saying you have all the answers within. You don't need anyone to fix you. The third major block is an unhealthy obsession and borderline stalking tendencies for someone who has no intention of being in a committed relationship with you. For a lot of you, this person may have even clearly expressed that you should not contact them, but you are unwilling to take no for an answer, and in the process, creating a huge downfall for yourself and pushing the connection further away. We see the image of a girl sitting in front of a tree that's burning. She's grieving over a loss. It seems like you're crying over a connection that's already dead, or it was always one-sided. But you chose to create a version in your head than actually see the red flags and see things for what they are. It seems like you're involved with someone who wants you purely for physical pleasure, and the moment you ask for a commitment, they shut down or they disappear with no valid explanation. I do wish to add here that any connection that's based purely on lust can never be labeled as twin flame connection. Any connection that's based on secrecy, manipulation, and lie can never be a twin flame connection. But it seems like someone is obsessed here with a twin flame title than taking the actual learning from a rare spiritual connection. The fourth major block that I see is a fear of stepping out of your comfort zone. Now, whether this is taking a stand for yourself or respecting people's boundaries as well as understanding what healthy boundary setting is, or this is healing a core wound or healing someone who is not stepping up for their personal healing. There is some kind of a fear of stepping out of your comfort zone because all your focus is on your person and how unhealed they are. But you're refusing to see your own wounds and inner blocks. I see a prideful individual, this could be an earth sign or a fire sign, who is refusing to acknowledge and see the shadow aspects within. And your advice from Spirit is that the month of September 2023 till the end of the year is all about karmic justice and endings. Your person will keep running away from you if you keep running from your personal healing. Love and abundance will not manifest if you remain in the energy of desperation, rage, anger, or feeling like you have been wronged. Love and abundance in any form will not manifest till you don't find wholeness, peace, and love within. So either you mindfully put an end to the toxic traits within and start taking therapy or some kind of a counseling session to address your personal blocks, or do whatever it takes to get serious about your own life and not see the connection wearing rose-colored glasses. Because if you fail to do that, and if you go on chasing this person who is just not reciprocating, you must get ready to witness certain tower moments that bring about forced endings and harsh reality checks that will leave you with no option but to fully detach and learn what surrendering to divine means. 2023 will keep showing us the mirror, and we will get exactly what we deserve in line with our actions, our energy, and the intentions that we hold for ourselves and others. With 7 planets in retrograde, including Mercury, this is the best time for inner work, self-reflection, and fully disengaging from the object of your desire. And it's important to note that healing is a continuous process, just the way a snake sheds its skin and gains new skin. We too keep on shedding layers after layers of the wounds and the inner child wounds, whatever they might be. And it's obviously not an overnight process. But the main thing to understand is that you are the master and you are the guru. No one but your inner self is aware of who you are and how much healing has occurred. So whenever someone is healing, trying to prove a point to someone, or whenever someone is rushing into a healing process because they want their twin back or because they want to possess their person, that kind of healing is not healing at all, and it will always backfire. And the purpose of listening to any reading and the purpose of any kind of healing is to do it for the self and only for the self, and to improve the quality of our life. So you are the best judge, guys. You don't need anyone to tell you, unless you are someone who is totally delusional and you've created a bubble of twin flame and love and obsession with someone who is just not willing to commit to you. It's exactly 1444 as I say that. So again, a huge confirmation from divine to please let this person go, if not permanently, at least till the time your energies and your life isn't settled and stable, and till the time you don't feel happy from within. Spirit is saying sometimes our ego prevents us from seeing events clearly. It's time to detach emotionally from a relationship or a situation so that you can truly step back and re-evaluate your life from scratch. Reflect upon how the relationship is working. Is it satisfying? Is it not satisfying? Are you always miserable? What role do you play in its disharmony or harmony? An honest appraisal is required to gain clarity and help you better understand what might need to be done to improve it. And this is true whether you are looking at a career situation or a personal situation. So you are your best judge. Make sure you reflect upon your situation, and I hope this reading brought about some clarity. Anyone guided to go through the self-help guidebook that I have written for twin flames or for spiritual seekers can find it on Amazon, Flipkart, Google Play. And as always, it has been an honor being on the twin flame path and walking this path with each one of you. Thank you so much for your continued trust in my work, and I will be back with another message soon. Until then, take care, lots of love, and have a great month ahead. Bye.